Alright, hi again. I only have a few minutes to talk about this because home care is going to call, so I might get cut off to answer that call. Are you home today? Are you going to want services? That's what they'll ask. I bet you $10 will ask that. But yeah, first of all, I'll do a taste test on this later. Look what I got. Looky, looky, looky. Cotton candy grapes. And I need to discuss two things that is bothering me. Not the candy grapes, the cotton candy grapes. That doesn't upset me. But something else in here is what is troubling me, and something what Dad was saying. I told Dad when he picked me up this morning, not afternoon, this morning, well, first I told him I want to look for new shorts. I'm getting thin right around in here, like between right here, where the thighs are up against. And he goes, yup, you have large legs. Are you kidding me? That's going to be my point on what I want to discuss to you about what I read in that book. Okay, I went on in that book, this book right here is 17 years old, and my main concern is when I was working at Goodwill, damn it, I bumped these things over. When I was working at Goodwill, better clean off the scissors. When I was working at Goodwill, let me pause this for a second. Okay, again, I found my scissors. When I was working at Goodwill, there was a problem. A supervisor named Kim and me, and then another supervisor named Sandy, who hired me. Sandy hired me at Goodwill in 2002, and the point is, she goes, you gotta go as fast as Kim does with the clothes rack. Put out your clothes rack in 15 minutes, not 30. When I was first being, shown on how to do it. They expected me to go as that fast as somebody else. And I also shared in that book at the Salvation Army Center, where he's retired now. Stan ran this test on me, I forget what it's called. It was whatever. Anyway, the test result says I can't do fast things, and that's my point. Okay, I worked at Super 8 Hotel before Goodwill. They wanted me to go fast. And the point is, with Goodwill, you know what I mean? Okay. For example, someone would say, oh, I wish I had a better life than my, I wish my life is better than, for example, you would say, oh, I want my life as good as Jim Carrey's. And you don't know Jim Carrey that well? I was told he had depression too. And you want to be Jim Carrey? The only person you can be is yourself. God put you here to be you, and only you. And my point exactly is, as I keep saying, I am autistic, and that's what jobs need to understand, future jobs, that if you expect me to go fast, I'm sorry, then this job isn't for me. Because if you want me to go fast, I would make too many mistakes. You'd say, what are you doing here? You made this mistake, this mistake, and this mistake. I'd be like a wreck if you want me to go as fast as everybody else. That's what I was thinking to myself when I was reading that. So, you can't compare me to somebody else because I'm me. That's what I was trying to say about Jim Carrey. Okay, you can't compare your life versus Jim Carrey's life. And for my dad, you can't compare my legs versus somebody else's legs. Alright? You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? I am not Kim, like I stated in my diary. I am me. I have feelings. And you know, Sandy is like, you gotta take out a rack and be done with it in 15 minutes instead of 30 or 35. Well, I'm sorry, I was first learning to do that. And if you don't like it, you gotta find somebody else working for you, because I'm not cut out for this work then. And I went on and on and on. I did go on and on and on. What the heck? One of the teeth broke off. What in the world? I just noticed this. I went on and on and on in that diary. Oh, I didn't want Goodwill to begin with. The Job Care Center just threw this application in my face and say, here, fill this application out. And I was forced to do the job. Yes, it was okay, but if I get, and I didn't say this in the book, but in other words, if I get too much criticized about my speed, you know, and if they're just mean like that, you know, I'm gonna give up on people and say, find somebody else. Just walk out. Don't give your 2 weeks notice. Just walk out. And I was like reading something else in there. I was like telling somebody named Kathy, for example, and she says, find another job if they're gonna be too critical and mean to you. And when I was like reading that, I go, yup, to myself, yup. I don't want to be compared to Kim. I don't want to be compared to somebody else. For example, if I have an office job, I will say that first off during an interview. I have autism. I have had autism all my life, and I can't change the way how I am. I had it for like 38 years. Okay? And I'm trying to change my anger on my own. I am trying really hard with counseling. I'm trying to cool down my autism meltdowns on my own with therapy, anger management. I don't want to go on medication, but I might be forced to, because I don't know what is going to be done with my autistic outburst. Because I would hate to have somebody at my side, like I said, and I would attack them violently, no matter if I'm upset with them or not. If, for example, like if a website is acting up and I want to go on that website like right now, and I'm like getting worked up and somebody's at my side, I could beat them up from how stressed and frustrated I am about that website. Like, okay, like my friend Shaylee in 2013, we went to Family Video, was a Blockbuster, one of those two, and we rented movies. I was still living at Dad's, and I put the DVD in my DVD player in my laptop, and it wasn't working, and I got easily frustrated trying so hard to make it work. Shaylee had to leave my bedroom. When I calmed the fuck down, I had Shaylee come back and she said, I had to leave. You looked like you were gonna hurt me if I didn't. See, that's a witness right there. If I scared her, I can scare anybody else. So again, I'm gonna try so hard with my anger. So hard. And, you know, this is why, too, I can't force myself to go as fast as everybody else because of that frustration. Because if you're gonna force me to go so fast, I would have a meltdown. I will feel homicidal and I wanted to kill you. Kill anyone in my tracks. When I'm super stressed out like that, I can get stressed out. I have my limits. And that's what Sandy didn't understand at Goodwill. Are you saying I should steal Kim's identity and be Kim? Is that what you're saying? And Kim be me? No, you want me to be fast as Kim. You were, you know, comparing her speed versus my speed. And that's not right. I don't want to be on a job to where people like the boss who hired me compares me to somebody else that works for their company. I'm not going to tolerate that. And that is annoying to always see in my diary. Oh, I'm not good at this job. Oh, they're comparing me to somebody else. I fucking quit. I'm going to lose lots of jobs if people are going to act like that. So I need to find a way to think of a way on how to explain this for an interview. I don't want to be compared to other people. I just can't be compared to other people. If you say I'm going too slow, that's my pace, and just zip your mouth and just shut up about it. I want to say it in a better term of words than that, not like how it sounds right now. You know what I mean? Because if I talk this way during a job interview, I won't get hired anywhere. So that's what I got to practice on. And like I said, you know, I have to get this cleaned up, and she's gonna call me at any minute now. So yeah. I don't know. Would this scoop out good or not? I don't know. It's weird that a tooth is missing. Or do I have another one? I don't know. It's weird. Oh, I have another. Oh my god, I have napkins full of shit here. I gotta clean out this drawer, dude. Just napkins full of this shit. But yeah, I gotta clean this up because look, it's dirty. So that's what irritates me the most with having to be labeled by comparing me to somebody else. You know, I'm not somebody else, I'm me. Like when I'm long gone and dead, like for example, like what I said on 2010 after Patty died, my cat, there's no cat gonna be the same as Patty. Patty is Patty, and that's that. I'm me, and that's that. No changing me, period. I'll try really hard to change my anger. I will try. So hard. Okay? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try so hard to control that anger of mine. But yeah, I don't want to be cut off because, like I said, she's going to call me soon and I got to get busy here. I don't want her to wait so long, so. Alright. That's what's been on my mind when I was reading that, okay? And I will too leave. I will warn during the interview. If you're going to compare me, I'm gone. I'm gone without a say, without giving to my 2 weeks notice. I will be gone. That's going to be setting boundaries up, okay? Because I don't want to be treated with disrespect. Alright? I need to be happy. Like Katie Morton said, you need to be in a place that makes you happy. Okay? So, alright.